Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighbourville and if it was a mistake in terms of coming out and, of course, being shown to the public. So if you enjoy it, drop a like. Let me know what you think, as always, in the comment section below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know why. So, Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighbourville. What a game. It was very, how do I put this? Very controversially picked on, I think. Personally, the game tried to go in a different direction, and we're going to be breaking that down as best as I can right here, right now. So, the game obviously came out on consoles, PS4, PS5, Xbox, etc. And then eventually it also came back out on the Nintendo Switch, which, to be honest, the second time round it came out was actually pretty decent. They added a lot of different stuff to the game. I haven't played the game on Switch. I do plan on changing that at some point because on my PlayStation, BFN doesn't work for me for whatever reason. So I will be playing BFN at some point on Switch to see if people are still playing it. So this could be a bit of a inaccurate video. Please do let me know if people, if the game's still vibing, unless people still playing it on different platforms, etc. So when I played it back on PlayStation, when it did work, at one point the game did run really bad. Funny enough, I remember I played it on BFN on PlayStation, and Garden Warfare 1 ran better than BFN. Now, to me, that doesn't make any sense because obviously Garden Warfare 1 is a lot older. It runs on a completely different platform, etc. Different program, and it's been around for a lot longer. So you would think it would be a lot worse. It actually wasn't. It actually felt a lot better to play than BFN, which was kind of crazy to think about. I played BFN earlier that day, and it was just garbage. I could barely get into the servers, and the game itself, when I went onto a multiplayer match, it was awful. I don't know what was wrong. Maybe it was my internet on the day. Maybe it was on their side of the problem. I don't know. But the game was just running terribly. And personally, I feel like that's always been one of the things with BFN. It's just never ran 100%. Whereas Garden Warfare 1 and Garden Warfare 2 have ran pretty solidly throughout the years until recent. So, it definitely, for me at least, took a level down in terms of performance. The game itself tried to change what we loved in terms of Garden Warfare 2. Now, the thing I get told a lot is they could have easily played it safe, brought out Garden Warfare 3, and absolutely smashed it. Now, I get a lot of people asking me this question: is BFN Garden Warfare 3? Absolutely not. It is not Garden Warfare 3. It's not part of the Garden Warfare series, and I felt like it was more of a standalone thing. So there has been rumors that there could be a BFN 2 in the future, but who knows where the direction is going after this game on the console. Of course, PvZ 3 is a completely different part of the franchise, and I don't think it should tie into the games on the consoles and shooter games. So BFN for me was a good idea, but it was just executed in the completely wrong way. I can understand why the developers at PopCap and whoever developed it tried to make something different. Eventually you use the recipe so much it becomes boring. Hence Garden Warfare 1, Garden Warfare 2. So they decided to change it. Now, don't get me wrong, change on most occasions can be good when it comes to gaming, when it comes to actual life itself, when it comes to movies, TV shows. Whether you're changing the music, the entire concept of it, the characters, it can be good, but in this case, I don't think it was. That people straight away pointed out to me when I first saw this game that the characters kind of look a bit weird. I must admit they have grown on me a little bit. As much as I've not played the game a lot, I have gotten used to the way they look a little bit more than than I did when I first started. But the audience that played BFM at the time, and probably still now, weren't huge fans of the design of the characters, which I can understand. A lot of people have gotten used to Garden Warfare 2's graphics because people still play that game quite a bit, and seeing the other two games continue with that similar art style, it was very out of place with this game, and I feel like that is one of the reasons why people disliked it. Another thing that people disliked was that fact there was no variance in the game. Personally, I feel like this was a big missed opportunity, and I like to think that in Garden Warfare 1 and Garden Warfare 2, one of the main reasons why it's actually done so well with new players and returning players is there's variant characters. Now, don't get me wrong, I feel like this game could have easily had variant characters, but something tells me that they had no intention of adding them, which it kind of sucks because I feel like this game would have been a bit more better and a bit more different if they added variants to the game. It would have been interesting to see, different characters have different variants, and I feel like them not adding it in was definitely a bad move on their behalf. I get told about flipping, you know, variants on BFN so many times, and I agree. I feel like it would have been a better game at least if there were variants, if there was a bit more color to the game itself, and a bit more flair. I get people talking to me about that all the time. So moving on to another thing, I'm not going to fully be horrible about the game. This video, I'm going to say this now. I think BFN, out of the three games, so Garden Warfare 1, number 2, and BFN, I feel like BFN had the best single player. Now, I don't know if that's a hot take. I don't know if people agree with me on that. Please do let me know in the comment section. But this game, for me, the single player was actually pretty well done. I was quite surprised with how well they did it. It was flowing nicely. The missions were nice and straightforward. It was a bit of fun on the side if you wanted to take a break from multiplayer, for example. It was pretty fun to play as well. You can also invite your friends. You guys can do a couple of missions together, hop back onto multiplayer, and the single player was actually pretty good. I will give them credit. The single player in Battle for Neighbourville was well done. I do think that. So BFN for me was just a game that it didn't quite get there, did it? It just didn't quite make it to where they wanted it to. Who knows the reason why they went with BFM and not Garden Warfare 3. I can understand why the company wanted to change it, because change can be a good thing, but in this case it wasn't. And I felt like maybe if Garden Warfare 3 came out instead of BFN, the franchise would still be going strong. I'm not saying it isn't, but it could definitely be going stronger than it is now. So, BFN, I respect it for what it is. As much as people hate on it, I do see why they tried to make it a bit different to what they normally did. And it just didn't work, unfortunately. Like I said, it's a game that was well made. It just got made in the wrong way and executed and published in the wrong way as well. It just never took off as much as the other two did, and I think there's a lot of different reasons why it didn't. So, BFM, was it a mistake? Well, who knows? I know a lot of people have different opinions on BFM. I, for one, like it and hate it, so I like 50. I'm 50-50. I'm in the middle. I can never fully hate the game because I'm a big fan of the franchise regardless, and I will always enjoy hopping on every now and again and just playing a random game of multiplayer. But I don't know, man. It just never took off, and I wish it did. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think BFM was a mistake? Honestly, I would love to have seen it do a little bit better than it did, but sometimes you've got to kiss a few frogs before you actually get your queen or king. So I feel like this is one of those situations. Who knows? Maybe this will be a turning point. The developers seeing the game do bad. Maybe this is a turning point, and they've gone back to drawing board. Who knows what's going to happen in the future? So drop a like if you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. Be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys real soon. Take care. Peace.